My name is Maria Hussain, and I am originally from Lahore, Pakistan, and Kingston is home now.
I'm Matt Tobin. I'm originally from Labrador City, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hi, my name is Marcus Allen, and I am originally an Ottawan from the nation's capital.
My name's Emily. I was born in Whitehorse, Yukon, and I grew up in Ottawa.
I'm Melissa Andrew, and I'm originally from New Dundee, Ontario.
I've always been interested in working with marginalized populations, and I feel that the elderly are probably one of the major marginalized groups in Canada. So I enjoy being able to advocate for these patients so that they can have dignity and enjoy the rest of their life.
You know, we don't have a lot of control over what happens to us as we grow older, and to be able to have not only the opportunity, but the privilege to go along that journey with patients and families, I think is incredibly rewarding.
I love the relationships with patients. We saw a 101-year-old yesterday who cracked jokes the whole time, and she totally made my week.
It's like a family. It really is. That's how I felt when I was in my 4th and 5th year interested in geriatrics. That's how I felt in my fellowship and as a staff. We're just there for each other.
Geriatric psychiatry is also one of the few subspecialties that does outreach to people's home, which is something that I really enjoyed.
And I think we have a really rich community experience where you can do outreach to both rural and urban areas, and it meshes well with our hospital services.
Outside the hospital in the back, you're essentially on Lake Ontario. And you know, the greenery and the setting outside is just incredibly therapeutic, incredibly serene. So it's nice to be able to have that just outside of your work setting.
Our ward, the Geriatric Psychiatry ward, is really unique in a lot of ways. Patient has a separate room, they have a separate bathroom, they have a window with a view.
It's really nice to see geriatric patients have a place where they get to live with such dignity and respect, a place where their families can visit and know that they're surrounded by lovely scenery and kind people.
One of my favorite rooms in the hospital is this spiritual room where Aboriginal people can do smudging and engage in their traditional beliefs. But I think it's very helpful to kind of bring that spirituality incorporation into psychiatry.
What I love about living in Kingston is mostly the size. So it is big enough that there are wonderful restaurants here and like culture venues, but then also small enough that your commute to the hospital is very short.
When I moved to Kingston, I thought the winters were going to be really cold and harsh, and it's not the case at all. The lake really moderates winter. The snow looks beautiful against the limestone buildings, and Kingston does a great job of having outdoor skating rinks and a conservation area for cross-country skiing within 10 minutes drive. So I think winter is one of my favorite times in Kingston.
You're within this really culturally and historically rich city, and then you drive 20-25 minutes outside and you're essentially in nature, in the wilderness, and have somebody who grew up essentially in the middle of nowhere. It's a pretty incredible place for someone like me.